What's up, guys? Welcome to another Guild War, and today we've got Sparta. A long time since I've versed Sparta. Alright, let's start with this +3. Let's see. I think we can like speed homunculus this one. Maybe we'll try. Like my homunculus is not fully skilled yet, but I want to try to test it out. Like I can at least test out the first two skills, which are like evolved. So we can do that. And this second team, I was gonna be real safe with Filmars, okay? We'll just do this. Alright, I'm gonna kill the Veromos first. We'll see how much damage the homunculus can do in a Guild War situation. Alright, I'll put it at ×1. We'll use the third skill. Okay, this one is only a single target. It's not. This one's the non-evolved version. But we'll see how much it will do. I think it will kill Veromos, but it probably won't kill. The Brian. But I only really care about the Veromos. Like, I don't want him to do damage to me, so we'll kill him first. 35,000. That was a bit underwhelming, but it's also not evolved, so maybe I can do a bit more. Also, Veromos does have like a lot more HP than what most units would have, I guess. So, defense. He has very high base defense, so you would sort of expect him not to do too much. So let's try the second skill. 30. That's also 35,000, which I think is not too bad. I think I could probably do more if I had better runes on him, because my crit damage is very low. I'm gonna try to get like a better set for him next time I do rune removal, and then we'll try a bit further when that happens. First skill was 21,000 without attack buff. That's not bad on a Brian. I'm gonna try this first skill again, but this time I got attack buff. No speed buff though, so I could do more damage with that. But we'll try the first skill to see, just to test the damage on Chloe. That was 28,000. That wasn't too bad. So with speed buff, probably you could expect a bit, a bit over 30k, which would be pretty good. Okay, so of course we'll just kill Filmars first. I guess we can weaken the Tiana. Or just kill her, because Filmars does fewer things. Didn't get the attack break, but luckily he didn't get the Varn proc. Alright, we can just auto the Bella. Alright, I want to see if I can find some other teams that have, that are suitable for using homunculus as like a speed nuker. How about this one? I guess I could do the same sort of thing here. I'll be praying that my Bernard outspeeds his Bernard, but I think I should be okay. Because this guild's not super high ranking, right? If it was like against one of the top guilds, I'd be a lot more wary. But I think I'm pretty confident I should be able to outspeed him. With the second team though, let's see, maybe I bring a buff remover. Even though I'm not sure how fast a Chloe is. But we'll bring Praha, alright? So this will be like support versus support though. But I think with like 2 healers I should be able to outlast him, and I can remove the fanatic buff, so let's try that. Okay, good, I'm faster, so let's see how much damage I can do to the Zyros. Let's do the second skill, because it scales with speed and attack, right? So I've got all the like all the pieces here. So let's try this. 50,000. That's a lot better. And because Zaros is not like a very heavily armored unit, so I guess it's pretty reasonable to expect it to do something like that. Oh damn! I couldn't try it like another skill with armor break. That's okay. I think he does pretty good damage. If I had better stats, it'd be a lot better. Of course. Now this is awkward. The Chloe is slower than my Praha, so I'm gonna try to stun her. That was a good stun. And of course we just try to pop the Filmars, but didn't get the armor break, which is really annoying. I'm gonna save the predicted future. I'm gonna try to stun. Okay, that was a good stun. And because Praha got the attack bar, yeah, she steals, like, she gets a turn back before Filmars moves, so I can remove that. Thankfully, she didn't derp on the opposing Filmars. So yeah, now we just even if he violent procs, he just dies, right? So I actually kind of hope that he violent procs, so he just dies immediately. Alright, never mind, he doesn't do it. It's okay. Because I was going to move afterwards anyway. Wow, Filmars. Okay, so we can just auto the Chloe now. Alright, let's see if we can find one more. Just see if we can do Homunculus every fight. It's gonna be better like once I actually skill up the Homunculus better. I'm not sure if I can do that one. There's a Tyron there. There's an Anvil, that one. That's the awkward thing. There's a lot of like water units on defense. I'll just go with this one. Maybe I can just still pull through against the Tyron. Yeah, maybe I'll just do the same thing because I need the Praha against the Chloe, and yeah, we'll try that. Oh Jesus, oh, that's fine. We should win. So yeah, once I get this third skill up, we can try like an AOE nuke in Guild Wars, which would be pretty good. It would be good to cleave something like this with the Homunculus, right? Alright, so this one I'm just gonna do the third skill because this skill is generally gonna be pretty useless if he doesn't have defense break. So at least like in case they remove the defense break, I have like a backup with the defense break on the second skill here. So we'll just work on. Ooh, that was a lot of damage, even through glancing. Oh my god, a Tyron. This is like typical sort of mass procs. Okay, I didn't really get to test a lot of the damage there. Oh, so finally the Chloe was faster, but she lasered, and now I think my Praha's gonna cut in if I get attacked by from the other two. So I'm gonna try, because the Chloe derped, right? I'm gonna attack the Brian with Praha. That way she doesn't get as much attack bar because she's glancing, right? That way I should still be below the Chloe, and the Chloe should move first to buff Fnatic, and then Praha will move. That way, I don't have to wait a whole turn to get rid of Fnatic. Okay, that did not go quite as planned. Alright, I thought I had like a good plan there, but it's okay. At least I can kill the Filmars, but he's gonna get revived, so I have to wait for him to come back up. I really thought that the Chloe would move before I did, but oh well. This Filmars is quite squishy, so it's very easy to just kill him again. Okay, we just need to get rid of the healer, and then that's pretty much it. Okay, now this guild war didn't take very long, so I was gonna do like just like a little quick talk about the new raids again, okay? Because things have changed since I did the video, and I thought maybe I'll just talk a little bit about like the changes that they did to the raids. So with one of the main changes they did was they changed the groggy stage. So the groggy stage now, when you gain a new turn, whether it's like just your normal turn or a violent proc, it will move the groggy bar slightly, right? So there's like a limited number of turns, I believe, that you can have during the groggy stage. So what this means is violent is not as good as what people would originally think. Like before, when you proc a violent, it doesn't move the groggy bar anymore, so you're gaining a lot of extra damage. So people these days are now taking Verd out of their team because Verd's wasting a lot of turns. He doesn't do a lot of damage, even on like a attack build, and he's just sort of like, especially if he was on violent, he's just wasting a lot of turns, boosting attack bars when you don't really need it, right? So yeah, a lot of people have taken Verd out of their teams, and instead of using Verd, they use things like Tark or just like any other damage dealer. For me, on the Fire Boss, I used to use Verd, even though I believe when I first recorded this, I was using Soha lead. But then I was testing other teams out, and I found Verd was really good for the old version of raids. But now he's no longer like very good, and I went back to Soha as the AOE, water damage lead, and I'm using Tark as like a damage dealer as well. And this run can get like you can get triple S. Like I think the highest score I've gotten was 4 mil with this team, so it's a pretty good team. And just keep in mind, I wouldn't bother with like Verd anymore in pretty much any of the bosses, because it will most likely actually reduce your damage. To put it into perspective, I did try using Verd like to begin with, right? Because that was just my team before, and I was only getting like consistent S, right? I wasn't even like, I was barely getting barely missing out on double S, right? But then once I took Verd out, it boosted my team back up. I'm usually getting like double S on average, and occasionally get triple S. I think a lot of people will find that will be the same for them, right? Once you take out Verd. The other changes that they did, they made the wind boss a bit easier. It does less damage and it has less health, so it's a bit easier to kill. For me personally, I still can't kill it reliably, but you definitely can kill it. You just probably have to really like fiddle around with your units. I think most people won't really work it out until rune removal. But yeah, definitely he's a lot easier. I think from what I've heard from other people, they've been getting a lot more better average scores. So yeah, he's sort of a lot more worthwhile to farm. And I believe they also did a few changes to the water one, maybe. I forgot what they actually did though. Actually, yeah, I think it's like he only freezes you if you have like part of your bar frozen. So if your units are like have gotten rid of all the freezing bar, then they won't get stunned by his AoE. So in a way it's easier, but it is quite hard to get rid of the frozen bar as well. It takes a lot of attack bar, but I guess the main way to deal with the water composition is just to make sure all your units are speed built, like based on like speed. So you probably want speed slot 2 and have everyone about, you know, probably 180 plus speed at least if you can. The more the better, obviously, because the more you're moving, the more frozen you're getting rid of. So I believe that covers most of the raid changes. Apart from that, yeah, I think that pretty much covers it. Just like a small announcement. I started streaming again yesterday. I mean, I still stream normally anyway, but I started streaming during the weekdays. So I'll be doing that at random, most likely every second day or so. So yeah, the link is in the description. Feel free to check me out. Come visit if the time suits you. It will be generally in the Aussie night time. So if you're in the Australian time zone, it will be at night time. For those in the US time zone, it'll be probably your early morning. So I don't know if you want to catch it like before work or during work if you're you got a very cushy job. But yeah, that will be probably every second day or so, depending on who else is streaming at the time. If I'm not streaming, there's usually one of my friends streaming, so definitely check them out too. People like Pioneer Summoner, Airplanes, Once in Love, a lot of them stream around the same time as I do. So usually there's at least one of us streaming. So yeah, until then, I'll see you guys in the next video or on Twitch stream. So have a good one. See you later. Bye bye.